Yo, Camp Solana campers! Season 2 is upon us. Registration is now open. Go to campsolana.com. You will be greeted with a page that looks exactly like this. It's going to just have some information on there. I'm going to run you through it real quick. We can see here Season 2 registration open. You can purchase more campers or a camper on secondary markets here. And here's the button to register. That's the first step. You're going to connect your wallet. And you're going to sign a transaction to view it. There's no cost here. And you can see here in this wallet, I have a lot of campers. I'm a FUD feeder. Now, to be clear, anyone on the 42 Hamsters team, Jay, Jeff, and I, we can't win. So we will not be participating in Cam in case you're concerned. But I do own a bunch of campers, and I'm going to be giving a bunch of campers away. I'm showing you here now because I want to show you the bulk registration function, which is pretty awesome. You can mouse over each individual camper and register them, but you don't want to do it that way. You want to register all of them at the same time. So you're going to register 107 campers at the same time. This number is going to go down as you go, and let's be honest, it's going to take a few minutes to run through that many campers. In the meantime, it feels like the screen is frozen. You should maybe leave it or you're going to interrupt it, but you're actually not. It will carry on in the background, and we can move on if we wish to the next step of the process, which is the Customizer 2.0, which we're very excited to share with you. We thank you for your patience while we've worked through all of these new things that we've added. And if there's any problems, please let us know. We're a small team, so you guys are sort of functioning in a little bit of a QC role. So anyways, if you see something weird, let us know. Okay, so far, only this one guy here has popped up in the rendered. As the 107 run through, like I said, it'll take a few minutes. More will pop up. In the meantime, this guy is here. The only traits that are retained from Season 1 are camper ID number, camper name, and camper gender. All the other traits are changed because the traits don't line up exactly. We added way too many to Season 2, as you'll see. And so we couldn't, and also we removed some, so we couldn't faithfully retain what you did in Season 1. So you're going to have to start over a little bit, just not in terms of, like I said, name, ID, and gender. So if I mouse over this guy here, I've got the option to click Customize, which is going to take me to the Customizer, but I've also got a few other icons here. This one is to customize as well. This one is to download the MP4. MP4s are great for using animations on Twitter. They loop automatically and they're relatively high res. And then we've got open backpack. That's for the item shop to let you know what your slot situation is. We'll get to that in a minute. And of course, open map. So I'm going to go ahead and customize this guy. It's going to take a few seconds here. He's going to load into the brand new customizer, and here it is, and it's great. If you recall from Season 1, we had a static preview, and you would make your changes to the traits, and then you would queue up a new render of the animation. This time, you don't have to do that. You can preview it in advance. Also, last time we had one base animation. This time we have 6. And we also have a shuffle function, which is my favorite. So over here, this dice icon is shuffle. And that's going to shuffle all traits except for the animation and the gender. So up here, we got animation. I'm going to put it to W, let's say. So now he's doing a W. This could be handy if you find yourself replying to a lot of DGods posts. And yeah, so from here you can shuffle if you want to. It's going to change all traits. If you find, oh, I like everything about this guy except for his, I don't know, his eye accessories, his sunglasses. I don't like his pink sunglasses. You can either drop down menu, and this counts for all traits. You can use the drop down menu, or you can shuffle just the individual trait category, which is awesome. So once you're happy through some combination of shuffling and drop down menuing, and you're like, okay, yep, this is my guy. They're pretty train wrecky, which is great. So once you land on one, you're happy with it. Now you're going to save them. So saving them is going to put them back into this queue, and they're going to render out this new animation which you've chosen. In the meantime, you can see all of these other campers have rendered out from me registering them, and I can do similar things in terms of customizing. Now I'm going to show you quickly. Let's go to Open Backpack, which we can also click Tuck Shop, but let's click Open Backpack. Same thing here. And that is going to load us into the Tuck Shop, which is the item shop. This is where you can purchase. It's totally optional, but you can purchase items here for extra lives. All of these items here, there are 16 of them. They all have exactly the same efficacy, which is to say they're 100% effective. The barbecue lighter, the axe, the dream catcher, they're all equally effective. They all block one attack each, and then the slot itself is burned. So there's a couple ways to add them here. If you click on these are your item slots, you get 5 per camper. You can fill all 5 or 4 or 3 or 2 or 1 or none. It's up to you. You can click change camper here if you want to select a different camper as your active one, or here. If you don't really care what items they have, you could just click plus, and it's going to add an item at random from the field here. If you can remove it here as well. If you want to have a balanced lineup of varied items, you can go for that. If you're more of a 5 slot Vaseline guy, no judgment here. You just click on the item instead of the slot. It's going to give you your running total here. Each item is 0.1 soul. And yeah, like I say, it's not required, but if you want to get deep in the game and maybe win, this is definitely an advantage. And also these items, the primary difference between each of them is that they generate different story outcomes. So each time your camper is attacked and escapes, or is attacked and killed, an outcome card is generated, and it's generated based on the item type that you held in the slot when you were attacked. So there are many outcomes for each item, but maybe in season 1 you used a lot of duct tape, and this time around you're thinking that that Swiss Army knives are the way forward. I don't know. You get to mix it up, and it's up to you. So it's just a bit of fun. So that's the Tuck Shop. That's where you get a chance to set your campers up. And once you've gone through this process a bit, where you've customized and equipped your campers with items, that's where this tent icon kind of comes in handy, which is the manage campers. It's like a gallery view, and here you can see what they all look like. You get access to the same icons as before with the download MP4 and the customize and all that, but also you get to see the item slots. Particularly later in the game, you'll be able to see who's still alive, who's not, and who has items available, or who has item slots left available. So this tent icon, the manage campers, becomes quite useful. Right now we're in the mode of registration is only for campers. So once we run that for a few days, then we will start to open registration up to non-campers to try and get the participation number up closer to the original 10,000. we know that not everyone that holds a camper is even around anymore, so we have no illusions about magically getting to the 10,000 number just through campers. That's not going to happen. There's going to be some non-campers in the game. You guys voted on this. You said, let's do that. Let's put them at a bit of a disadvantage, but they're going to do that. And non-campers are going to pay to register. And that's going to contribute to the jackpot, which is progressive this time around. Last time we knew it was going to be from mint funds. It was going to be most of the mint funds. And this time we know that it is going to be progressive based on how much people spend within the game. It's always going to be 50% of every dollar spent in the game is going to go to the pot. So we will be keeping track of that. We'll make that public. And I'm going to show you quickly just the map. The map has been updated. You see when you go to the map here, you get a message, all campers will begin at Solana Lodge. That's right here. Right now, moving within the map is not available because we all start at the same spot. So once the game itself is live, registration is closed, game becomes live, then it will be time to move your campers around the map. For now, here's the new map. It's beautiful and dangerous. Those things tend to go together. The only other part of the site here is the story, which there will be chapters added as they were last time to the story, and it'll play out over the course of the week that the game is live, and just give you a little bit of a narrative into what's going on. And if you played last time, you have a sense of the mechanics, and if you want to share those with the other people so they're not a surprise, that'd be nice. But you're not obligated to, and it's probably better if they stay a surprise to those. It makes it more fun, I think, rather than having us spoil those things. But yeah, that's essentially it. You come to the site for now. You're going to register, which is free. You're going to customize. It's going to create a new animation, which you can download. You can shop in the item shop, and you can manage all of your campers through this camper management kind of dashboard. And yeah, that's about it. It's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty sweet. That's because Jeff's the best, and we're really looking forward to camp season 2 here, and even beyond this session of camp, just to continue making it better and better, and taking your feedback. And if you notice something on the site in the customizer that's wonky, please tell us. We've been going hard at this for a while. It's possible that things don't perfectly line up here and there. That we're a small team, so we rely on you to some extent to QC some things. If you see something wonky with the animation, let us know, and we'll clean it up as soon as possible. There are fewer logos in this time. That's because we don't want to put logos in from other projects until that project participates. So if you're a big part of another community out there and you want that community to be into camp this year, let's get them in en masse, and when we get enough people in, we'll add the logo to the shirt situation. If you probably can already tell, there are a lot more traits. There's 500 plus traits now to choose from. There's 6 animations instead of 1. We added quite a bit of stuff to it, and we're happy to add more once we get more project involvement in there. So anyways, over the next few days, if you want to participate in camp, you might as well. It's free. Let's get in there. Let's get that number of participants up, see where we're at, and then start to get the non-campers in. But very fun to have camp back. It's really fun for us to work on something that's ours and not for somebody else. So we're really pumped. And this might be my shortest video ever, and that is a major win for all of you and me. PF4L.